What is going on, Halo fans? Luke the Notable here, and as an opening statement, I know you've probably already read the title and you're about to go give this video a mean comment and a dislike, but I don't give a shit what game you play, guys. Seriously, this isn't supposed to start a war, it's just my observations and analysis of the two titans of first-person shooters right now. But that being said, this video is probably going to spark some controversy. I mean, it's the internet, it's kind of unavoidable, so let's just get one thing clear right away. If you enjoy the game you play, then don't let anyone tell you otherwise. That is all. This is just my analysis of the two games and the players that play them. I know I already stated this, but if you look at the title, we will not be comparing Halo and Call of Duty pros. We are just going to be talking about the general gaming bro. Obviously, professional gamers are on an entirely different level than us non-pro scrubs. This video is going to be comparing the bros of gaming. The guys who play on a massive 55-inch TV, maybe they have their controller unplugged, maybe they take, a break to swipe right on Tinder or text whatever. I don't care. Just the gaming bros, your average everyday Joe. I'm trying to compare them, trying to compare the playstyles of these players, and in my opinion, from what I've seen, I think Halo players are better than COD players, even at their own game. I do want to get my own bias on the table that I don't really have one. I mean, I've been playing first-person shooters for a very long time, started with Turok on the original GameCube. Eventually, my friends got me into Halo, and then into Halo 3, which is the most played Halo game I've ever played as far as days go. But even at the same time of playing Halo 3 all the freaking time, I was probably 13 or 14 back then, I also played a lot of Call of Duty 4. I never reached max rank in COD 4, but I did prestige multiple times. I was very great at the game, and I think I used a lot of my Halo experience because it applied to COD very well. I was able to do very well in COD 4. This was around the time that I started kind of getting into YouTube. I was mostly doing Halo 3 montages, but when Modern Warfare 2 first came out, I started doing a lot of nuke tutorials, how to get nukes in free-for-all using SMGs and silencers, and basically those kind of tutorials, how to get, really good at the game. I've always been kind of a tips guy, no matter what game I've done. You can check out Gears of War tips on my channel right now. Sadly, all of these videos are gone. I went through a weird phase in probably my sophomore or junior year in high school where I wanted to kind of dedicate my channel to be a Halo tips channel, or just a Halo channel in general, so I deleted a lot of those old Call of Duty videos, but one still remains of a Modern Warfare 3 glitch where I shot a bunch of stingers or not predator, I can't remember what they're called, but essentially it was a glitch where a bunch of them came out of one rocket. Now since then I haven't really touched Call of Duty's multiplayer. The last game I did play was Advanced Warfare, and I never actually played a multiplayer game on there. Not because I didn't want to, because I rented it from Gamefly and I wanted to get the next game in my queue, so I just played the single player. Loved it, by the way. Kevin Spacey, freaking awesome that he was the villain. But yeah, I just want to get that experience out there that I have played a fair amount of COD. I did do very well in COD to the point where I could do videos on how to get free-for-all nukes in Modern Warfare 2. I understood COD very well, and I kind of attribute that a lot to my own Halo experience. So why do I think Halo players are better, and what do I even kind of mean by that? I mean, well, let's say two players, one named John and one named Reznov, decided to play each other in their favorite games. John's is Halo and Reznov's is Call of Duty. My prediction is that John would destroy Reznov in Halo, and while Reznov might win in a Call of Duty game, the gap would be much closer. What I mean is that a Call of Duty player would have no chance beating a Halo player at his own game, but a Halo player would probably have a decent chance of beating another COD player at their own game. And I'll explain why I think this. So what I did is I went over to the Call of Duty YouTube scene and I went and checked what kind of tips are out there, what kind of information is out there telling people how to play this game. If I'm a new player coming into Call of Duty, what are the pros telling me is most important to do in this game? And I have a list of a lot of common things.
The next one, get ready for this. Try your best.
Is this guy serious? One tip that was pretty much in every single Call of Duty tips video was the fact that you need to kick your sensitivity all the way up to 15. This is a direct contrast to Halo tips videos and just the general consensus in the Halo community. And it's a difference of gameplay. I mean, if you look at COD, it's mostly about reaction time. It's a little bit about spawn prediction and cover and moving around the map, but for the most part, getting a kill is a lot about your reaction time and internet connection, where in Halo, your kill is drawn out over much longer of a time, so sustaining accuracy is more important. So necessarily being able to whip around a corner with 15 sensitivity isn't as important in Halo, because reaction time seems to be something heavily focused in the COD community. And because of that, it's something that tips channels really focus focus on. A lot of these channels will have a great juxtaposition. They'll talk about doing all of these things to stay in cover, check your radar and things like that to make sure that you die a little bit less, but then you watch the gameplay on screen and it looks like this. They just run around the corner and spray bullets at people. This is what COD's gameplay is, at least in the amateur scene. Pro gameplay does look a little bit different. It's similar, but it's not necessarily as much run and gun. Probably because internet connection doesn't matter as much when you're playing a whole team of pros. You can't rely on that. I mean, is it really any wonder that a lot of the biggest YouTubers out there that probably have the best connections do really good playing this way? If you're always getting first shot, then accuracy doesn't really matter as much. This is a direct contrast to Halo. Internet connection doesn't matter as much. Obviously, if you have a really bad internet connection, you're gonna do fairly bad. I mean, I have a low-end internet connection. I get pretty poor upload and download speed. I mean, even if my girlfriend is in the other room watching a show on Netflix, I can definitely feel it. My shots feel delayed. However, it doesn't really hurt me that much. That's because Halo's time to kill is a little bit longer, and there is a huge emphasis on sustaining your accuracy. Headshots mean something in Halo, and yeah, while they mean something in Call of Duty, you never see anyone specifically aiming for the head because it's a little bit more efficient to just aim for the chest and sustain accuracy on the chest for a fraction of a second to get that kill. Don't think I'm lying. How many of you out there are really good at the game but can't play SWAT? I'm one of those people. I can play, I got champion rank in free-for-all, which is the highest rank in free-for-all, but I can't play SWAT worth a damn because I don't have a great internet connection. The other guys are always getting first shot, and because of that, it's very hard for me to achieve a good rank in SWAT. The second big thing I wanted to talk about that was pretty much unanimously talked about in all Call of Duty tips videos and pretty much every video in the Call of Duty scene is guns, classes, specialist perks, ultimate abilities, whatever the hell they're called. These are always talked about in every single video. They're talked about in tips. You need to make sure to pick the correct weapon, you need to make sure to pick the correct class, and these are the most OP weapons and classes. These are the attachments you want to use because this is going to allow you to get more kills. Anytime you see someone that has a 100 kill game, a 200 kill game, they're always talking about their class. They're talking about how this gun is super, super great. It allows you to hip fire. It allows you to hit guys at long range. It's super great on this map. Or they use these special score streaks that are perfect for whatever map or situation that they're using. This is something that is complete opposite in Halo. Halo has fair starts. Everyone starts the exact same. When you load up on a map, you are the same as your enemy. There is some connect in this style of play between Halo and COD with Warzone in Halo 5. Let's look at all of the showcase videos that are done by people like iSpiteful or Pingy. Showcase gameplay actually looks a lot like these high level score streak gameplays that you see a lot in the Call of Duty scene, guys getting 100, 150 kills on complete noobs. It looks exactly like showcase gameplay that you see from guys like iSpiteful or Pingy. I mean, think about it. If you take a really good player, give them the best guns in the game, it doesn't matter what game you're playing, they're gonna do really, really well. It doesn't matter if it's Drifter or iSpiteful, but if you give them a crazy light machine gun that shoots exploding bullets, a damage boost, and extra health, some crazy shit is going to happen. However, the difference is that this is always COD's gameplay. This is COD's gameplay in every single playlist, and in Halo, this is only one mode. And even in that mode, you all start out pretty much the same. You know, at Halo 5's core, all you have is your dinky little pistol, but Halo players make that thing sing because they have to. They have to because Halo's fair start gameplay aspects mean that the guy on the other team has exactly what you have. You have to outthink, outskill, and outplay him to win. Where in Call of Duty, you can just fork over money for a beast internet connection, some Adderall, and use the best guns and perks. I know that's kind of oversimplifying it, but it's true. So at the end of the day, Halo's longer time to kill, emphasis on maintaining accuracy, and fair start mechanics make its players ready to adapt to any other shooter on the market right now, at least in the mainstream. You know, I'm a beast at Overwatch, Battlefield 1, and probably Call of Duty if I bought the new one, Infinite Warfare. However, I don't know if anyone is ever going to buy that game, and I attribute that to my Halo experience. So take pride, Halo fans. We're the best, at least in my opinion. Tell me what you think in the comments and hit that like button if you agree or disagree. Who cares? I mean, it's free to do, so might as well do it. Let's try and hit 1,000 likes on this video. That would be like super, super cool. And subscribe for more Halo content. I like to analyze things, and this was something I did while working overnight on my shift, and it ended up turning a bored moment into a really cool one. As always, thank you all for watching, stay notable, and I'll see you in the next video.